Hello, ladies and gents. Welcome to the Two Normal Guys podcast. I think we're going to come clean right from the start. This is not the first time we've tried to record this episode. I may have wiped 2 hours worth of footage by accident. So you're hopefully listening to this when it was uploaded on Sunday at 7, and this was recorded on Saturday at 7:30. But don't worry, we are usually a lot more prepared. We have episode 3 ready.
Ready to go.
It's all systems go from now on forward. It's going to be hypothetical questions. We've got different questions, so we're not just regurgitating the same kind of crappy pattern that we had with last time. But we should probably do a bit of explaining. Basically, me and Jack kind of bored in lockdown, decided to make a podcast. If you watch it, great. If they don't, we're still going to make it because it's quite fun. But Jack, how did we meet? What are you to me? If that doesn't sound too strange.
So me and Scott, we all from school, but we weren't in like the same sort of friend circles. We knew each other obviously, but we weren't really as close as we are obviously today. And how we actually properly became pals, I think it was we were out one night, going to Firewater. Again, Firewater, actual class, but RIP Firewater. But so you get invited somehow, and then we just went to Firewater together, and I think that was it. When was that? Like 2017 or something?
2017, because it was. Yeah, yeah, that was the start of the band 3 years. Yeah, and then we've been friends ever since. So I'm not cutting that. All the podcast on that note, all the podcasts are just gonna be one shot takes. So any mistakes and stuff like that, because we can't board editing it, and I think we both agree that it kind of takes away the authenticity of it if we're cutting it and redoing jokes, kind of David Dobrik style. So slide dig there. For the first episode, because we want you to kind of play along at home, hopefully, it's going to be hypothetical questions. So hypothetical questions is essentially a situation that's been created that probably wouldn't happen in real life, and it's how you would react to it. So for example, Jack, give us an example of a hypothetical question.
So if I was to, I'll start off a nice and easy one.
Go on, son.
If I was to present you with a football bag with 100 footballs in it, 99 of them are blue, but one of them is red. So if you pick out 99 footballs, so say the blue footballs are worth £1 million. So say you could pick out £99 million worth, right? But if you pick out the red football, you die instantly. So basically, just an example. What would you? How many would you pick out of the bag, knowing that you could potentially die instantly if you were to pick the red one out?
But I'd say 5, and then I think your ball would start going, wouldn't it?
Yeah, you'd have shite it.
Like you would definitely go in. I'd say 5. Anything more than 5, I think I'd be too tempted to start going up to 10.
Yeah,
and then your odds are just decrease. You could retire off 5 million, whereas not being funny, you couldn't retire off 1 million.
I would probably say, I'd say 10. I'd go a wee bit further.
10. Oh. Yeah. Well, if you put it in the 10 fund, mate, you've just lost 9 million and your life.
I know, mate. I think
I'd think of the family and the missus and all, mate, because as soon as you pick that 9 million's gone as well.
Yeah.
Right, here's a thinker for all you thinkers out there. You're walking in a forest, Jack, right? You find a black suitcase. Inside it, there's $1 million, we'll say pounds, and a piece of paper stained in blood, and the paper just says the word "don't." What you doing? You take the suitcase, you take some of it, you only take the cash. The world is your oyster, son. What you doing?
I think I'd probably take the money.
So I've got a few scenarios here, right? You would take the money.
I'd take the money.
What happens if the murderer's literally just, or whatever, is literally just seen you coming and wrote, "I'm going to write don't," sees you and goes, "He's the guy with my $1 million." So you go home, you've spent, because you're not sitting on $1 million for any amount of time. You're going home, you're buying a Lambo, you're getting on it, like class, right? And then he comes, this crazed axe murderer comes to your door and goes, "Where's my $1 million?" You go, "I've not got it." How do you think that's going to go down, mate?
Just,
not.
I just deal with the consequences, to be honest.
What, death?
Aye, mate. I would. Like, if it's, see, the thing is, I would still just take the money, but I feel like, see, if even if it's like not an axe murder, but see if it's like written in blood, like that just gives a heavy spooky vibe. So it's like a cost. It's like cost or something, and you'll be
So
like,
but then you would
I
then
would still
would
do
take
it.
it.
I would still do it. I'm that desperate for £1,000,000. I don't have that much money in my bank account, so I mean, I would
Fair
take it.
enough. I asked my mum, right, or someone, I can't remember who it was, and she said she wouldn't take it. But then I said, what if they were writing like, "Don't worry, just take it, it's fine," and then you didn't take it? Seems unlikely, but it's hypothetical and it's my situation. So,
But then blood, like, so anything to do with blood and money.
yeah, but if you're out in the woods and you've not got a pen,
but I just slice yourself open right now.
yeah, logical thinkers out there, son. Logical thinkers out there. I would just take it all, mate.
Would you? Aye.
There's no point in you're either taking it all or none at all. Because if you took $1,000 and then got killed, you'd feel like an absolute idiot. Do you know what I mean?
Plus, a million in notes would be quite heavy, so you'd be there for quite some time trying to drag that to wherever you're going.
Exactly.
But
and how?
If it's murder, by the time you're done dragging it, it will have killed you already. The amount of time it would take to pick that up.
It's a very good point. That is a very good point. But it gives one that makes a little bit more sense.
Right. Oh, this
Not
is
hard, admittedly.
right. Here we go. So, Scott, would you want to live in a world where everyone's thoughts appeared as text above their head?
As opposed to just the way it is just now.
The way it is, so you would hypothetically, it's like you can sort of almost read minds, but not so much you yourself. It's just like if I was just thinking, like, oh,
Yeah, but then they could see what I was thinking.
Exactly. Like everyone
mate,
above their head.
yeah, I would say yeah.
Aye.
Because like, see if you're in a relationship with somebody and then they didn't want you, but you weren't aware, then you could like look and be like, oh,
yeah,
right, I'm off.
Yeah.
But then if people could see you, then flip side, you could also like imagine you're at work getting in trouble and all they can see is like, fuck off, you wank, or like something like above your head. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I think it would be more positive than negative.
I would say yes as well because, like you said, like the truth would come out. Like, see, or like even if it's like the police are like, "Did you kill that guy?" It was like, "No." It's like, well, you can see what they're thinking. You can see the truth.
Yeah, I never thought about that.
Problems that it would cause, to be honest. Well, it would obviously cause problems like with the relationship stuff and that, but.
But that's preventing.
It's preventing that.
It's saving people time.
What?
Do you know what I mean? See people that like end up in relationships like 4 years that don't want to be in. That's immediately saved because they can see they can't be asked.
Saving them both.
Right, here's one that I definitely know the answer to. Right, see if you could live your life with and nobody judged you for anything you done. Nobody judged anyone. How would you live it differently?
Oh, that's a good question, actually.
I probably wouldn't live too far off the way that I do just now, which probably isn't a good thing.
Aye.
I just never wear clothes.
Yeah. I'd probably cut out shirtless. Like, I wouldn't wear boxers wearing, like, trousers. It's like, if I'm wearing shorts or joggers in the house, I would still wear boxers anyway. And I think it's just a bit weird if you wear shorts without any boxers on outside. That's, like, not acceptable. I think that's what I'd do. It's kind of weird. I've had a weird one, to be honest, but...
I know, I think I should probably give you an advantage, but that's no fun.
Right, I'll give you one, right? I'll give you a daft one, 2 seconds. Okay, right. If you were chosen to be the first human to make contact with aliens, would you want to do it? Or would you want to be the first person? So, like, because like Mars are coming down, these wee green guys are like the aliens are coming down to visit.
100%.
Mate, defo.
Oh, mate, it would be so, because you were probably thinking about this from. I actually reckon we'll think about the same angle. See the piss take you could have for it. Like that. Imagine they just drop down and like, oh, I've just got so many scenarios. I'd give them like a Rangers top for a start. Liverpool. Do you know what I mean? You'd absolutely take it back. You pick like Craig and be like, oh, he's whatever, right? And just get them to kill him. But you know what I mean? Right? Like, oh yeah, definitely. That's probably maybe a much more serious question than we've taken it, but yeah. I think aliens is a weird one, right? Because I was watching this conspiracy theories thing, which we'll talk about next week, Sunday at 7, tune in. But it was talking about aliens, right? And the fact that they think the government have found aliens, and that's why aliens in films look exactly like aliens. So then if you did see an alien, you'd be like, oh, there's an alien, and you wouldn't feel shite it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the Men in Black. The Men in Black are a real thing, then they made the Men in Black film. We're verging into next week's territory.
So definitely tune in next week for more conspiracy theories. Because some of them will
unequivocally prove that Jeffrey Epstein did not kill himself.
Teaser for next week. He never killed himself. It was all like
was a dirty nonce, however.
Like, I think I would as well with the whole aliens thing. I would just be like you. I'd just bam them up to fuck, man.
It's a history textbook.
Yeah.
You're the first guy to talk to aliens.
Mm-hmm.
For the rest of humankind, you were the first guy to talk to aliens. Do you know what I mean?
I'd take the piss.
I wouldn't take that, but yeah, you know what I mean.
It'd be so weird, like just see. I think the whole aspect of just seeing an actual alien, I'd be like, what?
Yeah.
Like,
right, I want to stir the pot here with you, right? And you're not allowed to pick me.
Yeah.
Right? It's just going to annoy so many people. Our pals, right? Not family, just friends. You need to pick somebody, if you're a superhero, to be your sidekick. Who are you picking and why?
Oof. Out of our pals, just pals.
Out of like the people that we go on a night out with, right?
Aye.
I'll start to give you some thinking time, right? I'm going with Bev, right?
Aye.
I was about to say fit, but it's not. Healthy, right? Do you know what I mean? Strong. Would dive into any situation he'd first. Aye. And I reckon I could. He's the one I reckon that I don't know how to say this. He's the one I reckon I could spend the most amount of time with without punching them in the face. No disrespect to the guy, but he is the one guy that I reckon. And eventually I'll probably punch him in the face. He's going to hate this. They're all going to hate this. I've dug myself a right hole here. Bev is my answer, and I want reasons why for you. I would have said that.
Good question, man. Probably Jed.
I knew you were going to say it. I knew you were going to say it.
Jed, aye. Like, just as a sidekick, because, like, we would just...
What does he offer you? What does he offer you as your Robin? What does he offer you?
If we were going anywhere, it would always just be heavy class techno tunes in the background. That's what he offers me. It's always healthy tunes. That's what he's got, and that's all you need, mate.
It's just I'm explaining the actual mad physical benefits of Bev, and you're just like fucking raving the boot, like. Right, okay. I knew you were going to say Jed, but I didn't know that was how you were going to. Fuck me. Okay.
Right. Okay. So, if you could be, so say you could be born at any moment in history, in human history, when would you like to be born and why?
Oh, that is a very good question.
Any point. It could be like the Stone Age. It could be like the dinosaurs and shit. Like it could be anywhere or any point in time. When would you want to be born and why?
Have you got one? Because you've had this many runs. Have you got an answer?
Yeah, I do actually.
Go on, what is it?
That's right. To be honest, probably ancient Greece, I think.
That was the one I immediately went to.
I think ancient Greece just because, like, it's ancient Greece. Like, hundreds of stuff happened. You see, like, all the pure statues and how they worship the gods and stuff like that, and, like, Socrates. And,
wait, oh, shit. No, sorry. I was thinking of ancient Rome. Like
Ancient Rome's not, like, just, like, one of the really, really famous ancient civilizations, I think would just be...
Wait, do you need to live there forever?
I don't know. Aye, that's like because like I don't really want to know if like
because I quite like the now. Do you know what I mean? Like, see if you went back, there's all like disease in that. Do you know what I mean?
I don't mean the way of life would be so different. Like you'd go to check your phone, and be like, oh wait, phones aren't going to be invented for like
let me play with my brick.
That's actually what they did, man. People like slept like on the ground, like.
Fuck good. I'm gonna go ancient Rome, Colosseum, men fighting lions, men fighting men. Should be so sick. Caesar, I think, probably wrong, but like all that stuff would just be so sick, mate.
Just don't.
Definitely then. Right. This is a weird one, right? Okay. And what would you do, excluding the obvious? What would you do if you were a girl for 24 hours? Behave yourself.
To be honest,
we know the first thing, right? What's the second thing? I'm not cutting
that. Probably do my makeup. I think. Every shit in it. Like, well, I'd dress like a girl. I think just like try on girls' clothes and shit. Like,
see, right, okay, it's from 10 in the morning on Saturday morning to 10 in the morning Sunday morning. So you've got night out potential. I'm going on a night out, 100%.
Aye, a night out, but like it would be weird because obviously I think a girl's night out would be so much more different than a guy's night out because like girls take actual like 3 hours. Like my body takes forever to get ready, and it's a pain in the
just no man. First fucking episode.
You're a boy. It's like literally shiver, shave if you need to, deodorant, jeans, t-shirt, and that's it. Like you're ready in like half an hour maximum.
No, I'm 100% with you on that one. 100% with you on that one.
And also, it's like, mate, boys are weird. Like, let's just be honest here. We're actual. Some of us are like actual. The majority of us are like normal, but there's also just like fucking weirdos that like touch up girls in clubs and like.
That was the thing I was gonna say. I'll go on day out just because I don't think we realise.
Yeah.
Like how
bad it is.
Yeah, because and I don't think. I'm gonna get into dodgy territory, but I don't think we realise how bad it is for girls in clubs. You know what I mean? And then I think if we then went back to being men, we'd probably like set about people if you seen them do it because you'd be like, I know how fucking annoying that is because I was out once. And, yeah, it's a bit deep. Let's move on to a different question because that's a bit fucking. But that's what I would do. So far, with in 24 hours ago, we've done exactly what we do as guys. Okay, fair enough.
I've got one.
He's a stormer, a thinker, a right thinker.
So, if you could know the internet history of any one individual, who would it be?
That's a good one.
A celebrity, it could be a politician, be your mom.
My head straight away went Trump, right?
Mate, same. I don't even know.
That's because we've been on this Epstein thing and we know he's a dodgy man.
I don't even have any interest in politics, but see just Donald Trump, he's like the most controversial man on the planet. I think that would just be it would be so funny just to see what his internet has to do. Here's
a question for you. How much of the internet that we use, right? How much of that do you think is the proportion of the full internet, percentage-wise?
It's not anything like, the dark web.
Yeah.
So for those of you that don't know that are watching the podcast, there's such thing as a dark web, right? And I'm not sure how you get onto it, but you need something.
Need like another domain name, and then you use it through like an external IP address. You just say college words now, Jack.
Sorry?
No, it was a shy joke.
Aye, but so the dark web, that's like where people buy guns, they buy drugs, they buy
people, that kind of stuff. You buy.
It's a really, really
it's horrible, man.
And it's just like that's where like the fucking the murder videos and shit, like the one man, one nice picker, like shit like that, or like two Russians, one hammer or something. I know that shit was going about in the dark web. There's like really, really fucked up videos. It's like it's
the most deplorable stuff that you can buy.
But not a nice place to be.
So it makes up I'm actually know this fact incredibly. The dark web is 6% of the internet. The web that we use is 4%, and then intranet is the other 90%, which is like companies' internal. You know what I mean? Like I used to work in Barclays, like the shit that they use.
Yeah.
That makes up 90% of the internet.
That's quite
I've
surprising.
completely lost my train of thought.
You on internet history?
Yeah. Trump or Putin?
Mm-hmm. Aye, Putin's up to some dodgy stuff.
Or Silvio Berlusconi, you know that little guy?
Yeah.
He's a dirty pervert as well. He's got some dirty stuff on that.
He's got some dirty scuddies on his, man.
But see, when you think about it, see, you really had the chance. He'd probably choose like Greg, just to like, do you know what I mean? Just to like rip the piss out of him. Like,
Aye, I think I would, man.
But you know what I mean? Like, you choose one of your pals or something just to be like, I mean that thing you want. Yeah. Right, okay. Here's a real thinker for you, right? I want you to think along at home. See, if you were to lose all 5 senses, how would you know if you were truly alive?
You wouldn't really, to be honest. Like,
so let's just break this down, because it took me ages to think about it. You wouldn't be able to hear anything or see anything, right? Which is like death, which I always think is the worst. But you can't touch anything. What are the senses? You can't taste anything. You can't smell anything.
Yeah.
Is that the 5?
Aye, so
fucking idiots. Oh my god. Right.
So basically.
Yeah, that's right. So
actual.
When you think about the worst is deaf blind, isn't it?
Yeah.
But then you can't feel anything, so you can't touch anything.
Like, they have like braille and stuff.
Or taste, yeah.
Mate, you're actual a vegetable. Like, as horrible as it is, like. As horrible as that is, you actually can't do it. Dad's getting sued, man, for hate.
But we're not getting sued. Nobody's made it this far. Getting back to the question, how would you know if you were alive?
You wouldn't be able to.
Would you be able to feel your heart beating?
I don't even know, like, because like you can't actually feel your heart beating unless you touch it.
But you wouldn't be able to hear it for a start.
You can sometimes
feel it. But could you feel it internally?
But like, you can't actually touch anything, so you wouldn't even feel if you were to touch or try to hear or even like feel your heartbeat. You could hear it maybe on like your pulse, but you wouldn't really feel. You wouldn't.
The camera's not on me right now. Oh, it is. I'm gonna go with. It's a weird one, but because then. But then this kind of gets into a bit of a religious debate. But you'd be able to feel. Your soul would be in your body, and then it wouldn't. No.
Mm-hmm. You could still think to yourself in your head, I would imagine.
Yeah, of course. That would be the way.
That would be the only thing you could do. I mean, like. And
then you would suddenly not be able to do that, and then you'd be dead.
Yeah. Then you'd be
dead. Solves it. Fuck your hypothetical questions.
Let me give you 1, 2 seconds.
Go on, sir.
Okay. Right.
Just while you're looking, there's a daft one. If you were the captain of a pirate ship, what would you call your ship?
What would I call my ship?
Yeah, maybe become Dog Millionaire. Couldn't have a better one than that, could you?
America would probably be. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Just find yours. You can think about that whilst the video goes on.
Fine, I'll come back.
Dude, you've got the rest of the video to think about. You absolutely no idea how long we've been recording.
Here's a good one, right?
Go on.
So, if you could know the truth behind any one secret or mystery, what would it be? So this could be anything. It could be like, did aliens actually crash at Roswell? Which, by the way, is another conspiracy theory we're going to be talking about.
Tune in next Sunday at 7. Jack will crack the case.
It could be the Madeleine McCann case, mate. So any secret in human history, it could be literally anything. It could be like it could be like, did your dad eat the last packet of Haribos or something like that? It could be something stupid, but it could be, I'd use it on something. Me personally, I'd probably go with the Roswell one. Just like the
Out
alien
of
stuff.
anything, see, I think if you really got the chance, you'd use something a lot more personal to you. Because see, at the end of the day, whether there was or wasn't aliens, that doesn't matter at all to your life.
Yeah, I guess so, actually.
Do you know what I mean? And like what you're saying about the Madeleine McCann case, it's not even not in a harsh way, right? But whether I find out what happened, it doesn't affect me at all. I want to find out something that had happened in my. I think I do know what I would want to know, right? And I'll text you after. Well, I'm not saying it on this podcast because I'm trying to fuck it to some people. But I think you already know what I'm going to say. Probably like. See, there's nothing. I've had quite a good life. Mm-hmm. So like, there's not really that much that I think people have liked me about.
There's nothing that's majorly impacted me that's been like a sort of a mystery. It's like, oh, what happened there? What happened there? Like, there's nothing that really affected me personally. Obviously, it's not the case with everybody. There will be people out there that are like.
Do you know, it's fucking nuts, right? But I want to know why that man done that shooting in Las Vegas, and I do know his name, but I just don't believe that they should get any credibility for what they've done because it's not credible. We'll be talking about it next week.
Yeah, I know.
This whole episode's just been a fucking plug for next week.
No, I was plugged, man.
But yeah, it would be why he done that. Because then you could get so far into it and prove that the NRA and the American government are absolute bullshitters, which they already are. Next week, 7 o'clock, tune in. We'll debunk that myth. I'm going to go with that, actually. What about you?
I'd go, now that I'm thinking about it, 9/11. Bush did 9/11. Which, are we going to talk about that next week? No, not specifically 9/11, but
we'll talk about the Pentagon.
Yeah.
The Pentagon, and let's stop plugging next week. That's a good question, though. I'll give you that. Right.
If you found out that they done it specifically, they used that as an excuse to go and attack Afghanistan, and you would be like, nah, you literally killed your own people just to say that someone else done it and give you an excuse to go and attack another country. Which, by the way, is what America did in the first place. Yeah, like they do that in the first place. They'll blame another country, be like, oh yeah, you did that to us. Let's go and that is, mate.
Scumbag behaviour, to say the least.
Right, come on.
Right, you're gambling, man.
No particularly. But
here's a question, right? I've got 20 grand here, right? You can have it. Or I've got 200 grand here. If you can guess the number that I'm thinking of between 1 and 5, you can have the 200 grand. If you get it wrong, you get nothing. What are you doing?
20 grand.
I'm the same. It's boring, innit? But it's boring. For the sake of the podcast, let's play it, right?
Play it, right.
Right. I've got a number between 1 and 5. You've got a number between 1 and 5, right? We need to be honest. Completely honest, right? Right, Jack, look away from the camera. Right, guess.
2.
Oh, I've done 4. Right, I'll look away. Put yours up. Yeah?
Aye.
3.
I remember it's 3.
Was it? so
that should just
have lost 180 grand and you'd have gained to it. Like, shit, okay. That's why that's why kids always gamble.
Yeah.
Don't stop till the fun stops.
If you lose, mate, fire on an tenner. You'll be sound.
Also, we would not like to be able to get for any gambling losses. That was obviously a joke. Please, when the fun stops, stop. No, that kind of patter. Right, funny one. If you were fighting a war, would you rather have a T-Rex or a tank on your side?
See, that depends who I'm fighting against. It's like an army that has.
It's just fucking Germany and Britain, and they go, you're in infantry, and they go, up, Colonel Morrison, would you rather have a T-Rex or a tank? You're standing there, I go, oh, fuck me, I don't know what I want here. But I'm going tank.
Aye. Because, like...
You can kill a T-Rex. You can't really kill a tank.
Yeah. You show a T-Rex, and then, like, a tank will just shoot it, and it'll be dead.
But then they're fucking rapid, and they can probably only get killed by a tank.
Aye.
It's more, what could you do more damage? Because you'd be riding it. Just realised that as well.
If it was like, if I was fighting against, like, people like Sword and Shield, T-Rex, 100 a week. Well, not even that, bro. Say
no, because like, are you meaning because if they can kill it, you need a good amount of swords to kill a T-Rex,
yeah,
mate.
you could probably do more damage, but I'd say a tank. If I'm fighting against people that have other tanks, they could kill the T-Rex easily.
Yeah.
Right, a twist on that, right? Would you rather have Godzilla or a tank? Because Godzilla, I don't know if you've ever seen the films, he can actual batter everything. Like,
can he not blow fire in that?
Aye, mate, they shoot tanks at him and he's like...
I've never seen it.
It's a really good film, but Godzilla, like, they shoot tanks at him, he does fuck all. They fly jets, they shoot missiles at him, does fuck all.
Well, if he's then Godzilla, obviously.
Invincible.
What is Godzilla? T-Rex?
Yeah, this big, massive fuck off. Like,
is it not made of metal? No.
Nah, there is one that's like, it's called like Mecha Godzilla or something like that. It is made of metal, but it's basically just this big, massive lizard. This big, massive.
If anyone is still watching this, I'll be
fucking
done.
This big, massive. It's about Tokyo, just kill
right. Okay. Try to think of the best way to phrase this, right? You pick up a book in a library, right? Don't know what you did in the library because I'm outdated. But you pick up a book, you start reading it, and you suddenly become aware, oh, this is my life, this book. So you read up to So
it's like a book on you.
Yeah, and it's had everything right in the past, right? Nail on the head, stuff that nobody would know. Gets to this point just now, and it goes in. Jack was reading the book. Do you keep reading to find out what happened? If so, how far, or do you just not read at all?
It's like, if it's a book that's on your life, then it should surely tell you how you die, or if anything bad happens to you. Nah,
it goes all the way until you die.
The moment I realised that it is actually a book of my life, maybe like 1 or 2 days ahead, but that's it. I wouldn't
read at all, mate. I don't even like when people ruin a film.
Yeah.
Right? Imagine somebody ruined your whole life. Or like even a day, mate.
No, but I feel like, oh, you wake up tomorrow and have Cocoa Pops. And I'll be like, mate, that's class, I love Cocoa Pops. And then you just wake up tomorrow and you do have Cocoa Pops. Yeah,
but you already knew that was going to happen, so there's... So all the fun is... But then what if it's a pamphlet, and then you're like, there's only like 3 pages left.
No,
you're like, shit. I'm going to die.
If I day and the book's like massive, then I'd read like 1 or 2 pages. But see if it's like a pamphlet, like 5 pages max, no chance.
I think I'd be more inclined to read it if there was only like 2 pages left.
Aye.
You can't change anything, made you?
Yeah, I suppose. Well, aye. That's what I was going to say. Like, if you know how you die or whatever, you can kind of try to change it, but it's obviously set in stone that it will happen. It's like Final Destination, isn't it? It's like it's going to happen at some point.
Yeah, but you don't know what's going to happen.
Aye, I know, that's the difference. Mate, I've always thought, right, see the thing about Final Destination, going a bit off track here, but like, could they not just...
As if we've not already.
Like, if they know they're going to die, or like she figures out, can they not just like hide in a room somewhere and just don't come out?
Yeah, but I think that's the same thing with this, where you can't change it.
Yeah.
Do they know they're going to die in Final Destination?
Well, I don't think so, but the girl, I've never really seen, I've seen parts of them, but...
No, they don't know they're going to die because it's like a bridge and like a masseuse.
They start to realise that this is what's happening, like they are sort of dying off. But
yeah, if you and Jed like suddenly died in a car crash, I wouldn't lock myself in my bathroom for the rest of my life.
Aye, but no, it's only when she realises, or he or she, whoever it is, that's the protagonist or the main person, that they realise.
Nice one.
We don't. Aye, so it's only when he or she realises that this is happening. I would just like lock myself in like a basement. I don't even have a basement, but I'd lock myself somewhere and just be like, nah, I'm not coming out. But the thing is, see with that, like, does it go forever? So like you could step out the door and be shot dead, or does it just kind of stop?
Shot dead.
Mm-hmm. I think it would just stay, like, because like you can't cheat death. Like every country,
exactly.
That's the one thing. Death.
However, you can't cheat death. takes me to my next question. If you could get 20 years extra life by stealing it from a stranger and letting them die, would you do it?
Absolutely.
So somebody with exactly 20 years left, you go, and then you take, for the audio listeners, that would be pretending to shoot a gun, even though it sounded like a water balloon busting. You kill them, take their 20 years, put them onto your life, you've now got 20 extra years. You doing it?
I'll do it, mate. I'll do it. I'll do it.
Right, I'm going to try and change your mind, right? So you would do it. 1, that would be on your mind, mate. 2, how old do you think you're going to die? Say 84.
Aye, something like that.
You want to live to your 104, where you're just like waking up every morning with piss all over your bed, go to like the bank and get your pension stole off you. They're like the worst 20 years of your life, on top of knowing that somebody else, you took the arm off somebody else.
But if they had done that, if they had their 20 years, then that would be the same for them if they were...
No, it wouldn't, but because they wouldn't be going 84 to 104, they'd be going 64 to 84.
I still do, mate. I would. To be honest, I know that sounds horrible, but it's a stranger, so you say it plays on your mind, but you can be like, I done it to a person, but I don't know who that was. I don't know. It's a guy or a girl. I don't know whereabouts in the world it was. Like,
I don't mind about the moral standpoint. It's more just the fact that I think those 20 years would just be shit. I think you naturally get ready to die as well.
yeah.
I mean, you see it in older people where they're just like, they've got a kind of fuck it mentality where they're just like, I croak it.
That to me. But I'd still do it. Shameless.
I wouldn't. Shame on you, boy.
Let me get one for you, Scott. 2 seconds.
Go on then, sir. We're ratting through. I don't actually know what time we started recording this at, so I don't actually know how long it is.
If you need to make a part 1 and part 2, that's fine.
We'll definitely do a part 2 of this and conspiracy theories and stuff like that, because essentially we're just recording what we want, and I enjoy recording this type of content. We might branch into YouTube.
Right. Would you rather only be able to walk on all fours like an ape, or only be able to walk sideways like a crab? It's not so much it's just like sideways.
Yeah. Because it's not being funny, right? But see our friendship group, see what about all those, you bet you're getting booted out the ass at any opportunity, anywhere. Do you know what I mean? Like, feel like our friends been absolutely slagging it. But, yeah, you could make side-to-side work more than...
On all fours. Like, if you actually seen someone, like, you're walking down Kirky or something, just get on all fours.
Yeah.
Fuck's that, man.
But side to side.
Sideways it would be quite weird as well, because like crabs are like, so it would still be mad.
Do you think crabs think we walk sideways?
That's a good question, actually.
I know, innit? I just realised that there, because if we look at them going, they look sideways, they look at us going, look at these tits. Do you know what I mean?
Do you think, another question, do you think animals actually think to themselves?
Yeah, I think there's definitely some form of conscious thought that they have.
Yeah.
There's fucking got to be, man.
It's like, see, like, the way animals speak, it's like dogs bark, cats meow. Do you think they, like, bark to themselves in their head? Or they speak to themselves? Or do they, well, they obviously understand, like...
Yeah, I don't know if they bark to themselves in their head, but I think them barking is a form of communication, so I think they think... Yeah. I think they think to themselves, whether they bark or not is a very good point. Cause, like,
imagine it, man. That'd be so fried.
I think they think to themselves, but I think they probably think normal thoughts, but they can't speak.
Yeah.
That is proper fried.
So do they think to themselves in, like, English?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Like, words? Because, I mean... Like, barking to us, that's a bit stupid. Like, obviously they'll bark to themselves in their heads, but, like, if they do have conscious thought, is it like how we think? So we, like, say stuff in our head? Or is it just, like, they know that's something, or they don't actually speak to themselves?
I'm going to go with, I think when they bark, they're trying to talk. And they bark to themselves in their head, which is them thinking what they think, but they can't speak English.
To be honest, I think them barking to themselves in their head makes more sense than them thinking to themselves in their head.
Yeah,
the way we think. It's easier to explain.
That one's actually proper.
Right,
we'll do one more each, because I'm conscious of time and stuff like that. I'm not really, the camera's just running low on battery. Okay.
Right, Scott, I've got one for you, right? I'll give you one.
Son.
So obviously, because I think the teaser for this had a clip of me saying I sell my soul to the devil, I got a couple of questions about how that actually came about. So I'll give you...
Did you really?
Yeah, I actually got people asked if they wanted to see that. So I'll ask you a question, and then obviously I can explain. Obviously, you give your answer or whatever it is. Then I'll give an instance of when it happened to me specifically. Because, like I said, I did get a couple of people asking me about how that had happened, and obviously because we did lose the original footage, I can say it. I think it was the question or something you had asked.
The question was, if you could sell your soul to the devil for anything, what would you sell it for?
Yeah.
So, I mean, the floor is yours.
Right, so,
one of the best stories I've ever heard in my entire life.
Scott's obviously heard this story. When I was about 12 or 13, I used to be in the Army Cadets. Now, for those of you who don't know, the Army Cadets is basically... But I wanted to be in the Army up until I was about third year. It was in third year because I have asthma. They told me I wouldn't ever be able to join the Army, and obviously it was quite upsetting, but whatever, kind of just got over it. But yeah, so up until third year, so 12, 13, 14, 15, but third year's 15 or something, isn't they?
Yeah, pretty much bang on, to be fair, mate.
So I wanted to be in the Army. So Army Cadets is basically just the Army, except you're not in the Army. It's it's every Wednesday, we went down to a wee cadet hut, and we just done Army stuff. It was we just marched around the parade square, done weapons training and stuff like that. So every summer, there would be this thing known as annual camp. Now annual camp is we'd be sent out, or it was cadet forces from all over Scotland. And sometimes there was Canadian cadets that came over. That was actually quite cool, because the Canadians are actual heavy sound. There was the occasion where they'd come over and train with us. So it was 2 weeks in every summer, the first 2 weeks or something in every summer. We'd get sent out to these places, and it's an actual army base where soldiers are stationed regularly. And for 2 weeks, you're basically a soldier. So this is what the soldiers would be doing if they weren't deployed overseas in Afghanistan, or they weren't deployed somewhere else. Like I said, just basic drill, weapons training, shooting weapons down at the range, field exped. So that's when you camp out for a weekend with a tent. You've got your portable gas cooker and stuff like that. It's basically, it's like being in the Scouts. Yeah, it's like being in Scouts, except we actually
a grass hooker.
No, not a gas cooker.
A gas cooker? What's a grass hooker? What's a grass hooker? Right, sorry, a gas hooker. Gee, a gas cooker? Fuck. Sorry, continue, mate. Wow.
Yeah, so for all intents and purposes, you were in the Army for those 2 weeks, right? And don't get me wrong, some of the annual camps I went to, I think I went to 3 or something, but they were actually really fun. I always had hundreds of pals in the cadets, and it was obviously a good laugh, and we just couldn't have a piss about. But there was one annual camp, right? And it was obviously, it was the first one I went to, so it was the first one. I was 12 or something, and it was the summer holidays. I was mate, nobody wants to do it. See, when you're 12, you don't want to do it in the summer holidays. You just want to sit indoors and just play FIFA all day. Maybe go out to play football with your pals. You don't really
I'm
want
already laughing. I fucking love this story.
You don't want to do anything. I just want to sit and play Grand Theft Auto like a wee VL 12-year-old. I don't want to fucking cut about field shooting guns and all that. It might sound good, but see, when you're there, it's heavy shite. It's heavy shite. So I was saying to my mum, I was trying to do anything to get out of this, actually anything. I was begging her, I was actually begging her to not go to this. But she'd already, I think she had to pay £30 or something, and it was the permission slip and shit like that. So obviously, once you've paid your deposit, you don't get it back. So obviously, like any mother would, she was like, "No, you're going, mate. I've already paid the money. You're not getting out of this." So I was like, fuck man, I need to do something like to get out of this, right? And I'd heard about selling your soul to the devil. Apparently, if the devil does exist, obviously we don't know that for sure, but apparently if you do sell your soul to the devil, you can get anything that you want. Obviously for me, that sounded like the perfect fucking plan to get out of going to a new camp, right? So I actually said to myself, I was like, I sell my soul. I said this out loud, right? I only want to say it out loud.
Already laughing, man.
So I actually said to myself, I was like, I sell my soul to the devil to not go to new.
Yeah. I feel like it does not. I did not get the reception it deserved because in the first time I pissed myself. See, that is the bit. So this is the bit that cracks me up. So either the devil's not real, or he's looked at your request and went, "Save it, son. There's something better." So there's something worse coming in your life than that. Yeah. So you can potentially sell yourself for that. Is
like, mate, you're that camp for like 12 years ago. You were like 12-year-old to just sold your soul to me to get out of any camp, and I still went, mate. It's
the fact that you still went is just the best thing. Do you know what? I was going to ask another question, but I can't think of a better high to leave on than that. So that has been episode 1 of our podcast, the Two Normal Guys podcast. Hope you enjoy it. What to do when we put it up on Sunday night? We will put up a selection of 4 categories. These are filmed 2 weeks ahead of time.
Yeah.
So you can choose what one of the 4 you want to talk about the most, and one with the most views we will talk about. If you do have a YouTube account, please subscribe, leave a comment, like it, share it with your friends. It helps us a lot. Check out Instagram, Two Normal Guys Pod. But for now, it's goodbye from me, goodbye, and it is goodbye from Jack.
Boss, it'll get uploaded about tomorrow, I think, guys, because we're a bit behind schedule. I had audio issues and whatnot. But it should be uploaded tomorrow. Like Scott said, it should get even like we will put out like 4 things to talk about. But see, even if you guys have like specific things that we don't mention, shoot us a comment or like shoot us a DM or something. Like, we're not going to ignore you. We're not like, we are actually just 2 normal boys. Like, we're no fucking famous. We're not just going to air your comment.
I can't believe you didn't just say 2 normal guys. It's the name of the fucking podcast.
We won't ignore you. Like, we welcome as much fan interaction as we can get. So if there is something specific,
not fan. You're not fucking fan.
We're not famous, but like, if you do have anything that you want us to talk about, certainly just give us a wee buzz.
Yes, he meant listener interaction because you're not fans. You can't be fans of 2 fannies. Anyways, we'll see you next Sunday. Thanks for listening.